हमारे लिए रैप किया।
Hello and welcome to another vlog. This time around I'm exploring Singapore. This is a trip from a little while ago. I hope you enjoy watching. So this is the prayer room at Mumbai airport. It overlooks the runway and the planes, of course. It's quite comfortable and well made. So I'm going to Singapore on a short trip and this is my first trip there. Long flight, roughly about 5 hours. Longest I've ever been in, so plenty of time to kill. So I watched a few YouTube videos about the land I'm visiting and I was very impressed with Singapore's history and its growth as a nation. In fact, the more I learned, the more impressed I got. Let me quickly take you through it. So Singapore, as you might know, is a very successful country. Despite being so small, it has a thriving economy to the point that its real estate is one of the highest price points in the world. They also boast of having very minimal corruption, but that's not how it always was. You see, in the beginning, they had it tough. Massive riots, a divided population that would fight between themselves, and a tough colonial past under the British, and no natural resources to depend on. It looked like it was never going to work. Enters Lee Kuan Yew, Singapore's first Prime Minister.
Whoever governs Singapore must have that iron in him, or give it up. This is not a game of cards. This is your life and mine. I've spent a whole lifetime building this. And as long as I'm in charge, nobody's going to knock it down.
He wasn't just a man of fiery speeches, but also a man of intense action. He set the foundation on the culture for what eventually became Singapore's success story. I even visited his wax figure, more on that later. Did you know that if you see the per square kilometer population, Singapore is 17 times more populated than India? Well, now you know. Just arrived in Singapore. Long flight, 5.5 hours. Now looking to in the bags. I then met my driver, Mr. John, who told me his story.
Okay, sir, my history, let me tell you about my history.
Yes.
1895, my great grandfather came here as a prisoner. Prisoner na kaidi.
I see.
Yes. Why? Because he against British. He was under the Subhash group all days.
Correct.
So he came here as a prisoner. Not only he came from the south, Kerala also came, Nair also came, Menon also came, Malbari also came, Punjabi came, Gujarati came. They all came here as a prisoner. So my great grandfather never passed the message that which part of India we are from. So that
Means you must be having Singaporean passport.
Singapore.
I see.
Singapore passport, everything Singapore. Once you get married, remember, Singapore father and mother will ask you to go off from the house.
I see.
So once you married, you have to buy your own private house.
Okay.
You cannot share with your mother and father. Why? Because you must give them freedom. And also we will have early retirement here. Early retirement means 46, 47 you have to retire.
This is the area where I am at right now. Seems like a nice clean area. Dropped off by the driver at the hotel. I'll show you my hotel. I'm just gonna get checked in and probably get some sleep. Straightforward. The washroom, man. No complaints. I'm gonna go to bed. Tomorrow is a new day. Good morning. I've just sat down for some breakfast. I really like the location at which I'm sitting. I've always had a thing for eating by the sidewalk. As I'm sitting over here, you can see that people on my right are busy going to work. There's cars moving left and right, and lots of public transport. I see all these cars over here, which reminds me that cars over here are supposed to be really expensive because they don't want, the administration does not want people to be using cars that much. The public transport over here is very reliable, and we have very good public transport here. And because of the land scarcity, they do not really want too many people to be using cars because that will cause congestion. Singapore, my first impressions is that it's a really clean place. It's actually nice to be in a place this clean, you know. I think the people over here are responsible, the administration, they make sure that things are kept nice and clean over here. I think I'm in a residential area, like my hotel is located in a residential area. That's my hotel, Value Hotel. Going back up, I'm just gonna go get ready now. I'm going to Universal Studios today. I got very excited.